Well, first of all, thank you for having us here and putting this together. We're excited about the start of the new season. We started on August 1st, which was the first day of practice. We have a lot of new faces who graduated 25 plus in the last 2 years, which is something we're very proud of. But obviously, that means going into our third year, we have a lot of new guys. So we're working hard on trying to get them up to speed on our system, our style of play, and our returning sophomores are doing a great job of getting them started. We'll know more tomorrow after our first scrimmage, the first time we play and hit someone else. But no, we're excited, and I feel like we have had a really good start to things. Would you agree, John?
I would agree. I think we have a good group of guys this year, very talented group. I'm very excited for the season, see what we can do. They've been working hard for season, so like Coach said, tomorrow will be our first test to see if we're doing is working.
So let's do a little bit of a rewind before we get into this year and just talk about last year. First playoff win in program history, year two. Just kind of talk about how that felt and how you guys are going to try and build off of that.
So first playoff win, obviously that was great. We made it more dramatic than I wish we would have, although it was definitely exciting when getting the go-ahead goal with 21 seconds or so left in the second overtime. I mean, we were already writing our penalty kick list and saying, goodness, I guess we got to go to PK. But no, that was great, and the reaction from the boys, and it was a step forward. Proud to say that those guys we talked about earlier that graduated leave without ever experiencing a losing season at Seward. We hope to keep that rolling. I mean, we know it won't last forever, but we're going to ride it as long as we can. And hopefully this year we actually take some more steps forward. But yeah, no, it sets the stage, shows that we've made progress. First year winning regular season, second year winning season overall, and first playoff win. We're hoping to take it even further this season, and I think we have some players in the right spots that make us competitive for that.
And then just talk about, you mentioned, but your returners and how many you have and what they kind of bring to this year's team.
So it is a smaller group, but we have a group of really good guys that are coming back. We have, I guess we'll start from the back. We have a goalkeeper that I feel could have been a starter on a lot of teams, including past teams of mine. He was just behind the guy that was first team all conference 2 years in a row for us, got multiple goalkeeper of the week for not just the KJCCC, but for the NJCAA. So he was a tough guy to get in front of. But to his credit, Miguel, he made things happen when he had an opportunity, when he was called up. He was NJCAA goalkeeper of the week the one time he had to start a game due to injury. But it's also not his job. It's not guaranteed. We brought in some other guys that are pushing him and competing with him in the goal. In the back line, we have Gustavo Chavez, who also the guy that made the assist, even though he came out of the back, made the assist on that last-minute goal at KCK where we won that playoff game, along with a player that we added in the spring who has had a whole spring to work with us and gets better. So he's a freshman, but he's not your typical freshman that's just learning. Felipe Marallas. And then we also have some returners. We have Renan Maestro returning in the midfield. Our midfield was one of our biggest strengths last year, and we hope Renan's going to be the connective tissue there that will be the carryover from that. And then in the front line, as far as returners go, we actually have 3 returners in the front line that are going to be competing for minutes. Chad Haynes, Enrico De Lelis, and Fernando Mora Filho. And those guys are pushing, working hard. They also have a lot of competition, but I think they give us a good start. Would you agree, Coach? Do you have anything to add?
No, I agree. I think the returners that we have coming back haven't been here and understand how we want to do things. Plus, showing the new guys on how things are supposed to be done. So in reality, I think we have a lot of leaders in that group, which is going to help us hopefully have a season this year.
And then, Coach Avalos, just talk about, you guys have a little group of kids from Liberal. Just talk about kind of what it means to keep those hometown guys and have them on the roster.
Absolutely. I think it's great to have local guys represent the local school here. I kind of relate to them because I'm not that far away. So when I played for the school that I played for, don't name it. They'll stay unnamed. I think there's something about some pride that comes with that. Representing the small towns that are the communities that are around here. This is their chance to kind of show what they have at this level and possibly be a guy that represents the Liberal people in our team. So
And then, Coach, just kind of wrapping things up, talk about where you're at in your prep and just kind of how we're leading into that home opener, just kind of this home stretch of the preseason for you guys.
So we've done a lot to introduce our style of play, our movement. So the things that have to be drilled in. Obviously, soccer is not like football where you have set plays every single time, but you have certain things, certain motions that you have to work on becoming automatic so that we can play freely. My philosophy, and these guys are embracing it, is the closer we are to our own goal, the more predictable we need to be for each other, the more we need to have established routines of how we're going to work our build-up and work the ball up the field. The closer we are to the opponent, the more we need to be unpredictable and the more we need to be creative and find solutions to problems and be able to do things that are not necessarily drillable. We have to have personalities and guys that can create. So that's kind of the philosophy we instill in them. And defensively, we want to be solid. We have had an excellent defense the last 2 years. It's been the strength of our program, to be perfectly frank. And we want to keep that going. We want to keep that going and pair it up with having some more offense, some more forwards that can finish. We've created chances and not finished greatly in the past this year. That's been a point of emphasis for us. So hopefully we take a step forward in that direction. And we are at the stage that we're ready to play someone else because we know what we're doing to the point that we know how to defend it too because we know what's coming. So it's hard to scrimmage and really see things. So I think tomorrow and on the 19th when we play those two scrimmages will tell us a lot about if we're as ready as we think we are.
And if you could both just kind of talk about that home opener and then just maybe a message to the fans and the people of Liberal about what kind of team they can expect this year.
Yeah, so after those two scrimmages, we'll have our home opener will be here in Liberal against Trinidad. It's a school from Colorado that we've never played against, so it'll be a first for Seward County, and it'll be a good challenge. The Colorado region is next to us, has a good amount of history. They'll have some good teams. So we'll see how that goes. It gives us an opportunity to play in front of our fans. It'll be in the evening, so it's still going to be August in Liberal, Kansas. So I can't promise you it's not going to be hot. But it's going to be less hot than if we played in the afternoon. And we want to start a season where we protect our home. And up until the very first time that it doesn't happen, we are going to try to go undefeated at home. And having those fans in the stands, having that support from students, from faculty, from staff, as well as from people from the community, always gets the guys pumped up. And we want to try to put on a show for you guys. So hopefully you'll be there to see it.
Coach pretty much said everything that needs to be said about that. But my thing is I hope that we get a lot of fans to come out, support the guys, get behind them. And like you said, I want to go unbeaten at home.